everybody. My name's Randy. Of course, you are watching the Fi-Fi Garage, and today I will be talking about a set of upgraded LED headlight bulbs that I got from Auxbeam for my 2010 Mazda Speed 3. Now, before we begin, if this is the first time you have watched any videos on this channel, allow me to take this opportunity to say welcome, and I hope you stick around and watch a couple more videos. And for those of you who have been following the channel since day one, you're an OG. You know exactly what I'm about to say. If you have been following the channel, and you should be following the channel, you know that I have been doing various mods to my 2010 Mazda Speed 3. Previous videos include adding a front mount intercooler from Mishimoto. I did swap out my stock headlight assemblies for a set from DNA Motoring, as well as changing the bulbs from halogen to LEDs from Auxbeam. Since it's springtime and a lot of you, like me, are taking your project cars out of the garage, I decided this would be a good idea to go ahead and kind of revisit this topic. I am going to show you comparisons between the P10 and the P20, as well as I have brought in one of my old headlight assemblies. So in case this is the first time you're doing something like this, like you're new to working on cars, I can show you how easy it is to swap in and out headlight bulbs. Then I'm going to go out in the garage and then install them on my car, and then hopefully I can get some footage for you guys so we can see the difference comparing it to the P10s that I have previously installed and these new P20s. I want to give a big thanks to Auxbeam for sending me a set of these P20 bulbs so I can do a review video for you all. So now, let's get to those comparisons. This is the P10 series bulb. This is the bulb that I currently have in my car right now. This right here is the LED, as well as you can see the fan system on this. This is the connector, and this is an aluminum housing. And for those of you who wonder, when you get bulbs to get them to work properly, sometimes depending on the reflector you have in your car, the light either is transmitted to the sides like this, or it's up and down. Now, one of the neat features on these bulbs that I showed in the previous video is you can push down on this and rotate this to get it to line up the way you need to spread the light pattern for your car. And this is the new P20 series LED bulb. As you can see, there's a little bit of a design difference. This one is actually using Cobb LEDs, which is an upgraded version of the LED chipset. As well, the fan on this is much larger, as well as they have now included the CAN bus with the light. So on some cars you did have to buy a secondary CAN bus adapter that plugged in to make sure your headlights work. With this series, you no longer need that. They plug right in without the CAN bus, and they should work properly. And here is the side-by-side shot. This is the P10 on the top, the P20 on the bottom. As you can see, the chipset for the P20 is much larger. As well, it is a Cobb LED chipset, so it is going to be brighter. And as you see on the back, you can compare the fan sizes to each other. The P20 is much larger. As well, when it comes to the emitter, Auxbeam is saying that this new design on the P20 actually transmits 360 degrees of light compared to the narrower radius for the P10s. So that not only is that chipset brighter, it's also going to spread a lot more light, which should in turn project more light out onto the road. Now, if you see my previous video, you know that the installation process for these bulbs is pretty straightforward. It's a simple remove and replace. Now, I know some of you out there who are watching these videos, this is probably going to be the first time you actually have changed something like this on your car before. So in order to help make that process a little bit easier, I have brought in one of my old headlight assemblies that was previously on the car, and I'm going to show you guys here now, without any of the other car components in the way, how simple it is to install a set of these bulbs. So this is the headlight assembly that was previously on my car. This is not the tech package headlights. Those are a different setup completely. These are just the standard halogen headlight setup. Now, on the back, as you can see here, this is the receptacle for the low beam. This is the receptacle for the high beam. This is the one that we are going to be working on right now. Halogen H11 bulb that is currently going to be in your car if you're following along doing this. As you see, you got the glass part, which you do not want to touch with your bare hands. You do not want to get any oils or anything on that glass. It can cause these to burn out fairly quickly if that happens. And in a comparison, this is the LED bulb that you'll be replacing it with. And as you can see, it's just about the same size. It makes the installation pretty simple. And now I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. And here's the back side of it. And this is the receptacle that is for the low beam headlights. This is the receptacle for the high beams. Now, the low beams use an H11 and the high beams use a 9004 or 9005. It's one of those two. It's basically the same bulb, but they are different. So the low beams are the ones that we're going to be replacing today. And as you can see, I already have the halogen bulb in here. And to remove these is fairly simple. There's a connector that'll be on here that you're going to disconnect first, and then you just reach down and turn it counterclockwise, and then you just pull it out. Simple as that. Now, to install the P20, you're going to line it up and get it in there, turn it till it stops, and there you go. And then this plugs into your headlight harness, and that is it. It's a fairly simple thing to do. It's not complex at all. Now, it's easy because I have the headlight assembly out of the car. There might be some things that are in the way on the car, but you should have no problem getting your headlights in and out. And matter of fact, I'm about to go out in the garage and show you guys how I install these headlights on my car.
All right, so here we are out here with the car, and this is for the high beam. This is the one that we're going to want to replace. And it's very simple. Like I said, you just turn this and it comes out, and then we disconnect this connector and pull this out, and it comes right out. If I can do this one-handed, there you go. So this is the new P10 bulb. This is the adapter, and as you see, it has the tabs on it, so installation is fairly easy. You're just going to want to line them up and then press it till it snaps. And once you do that, then come over here and turn the bulb to get it into the socket. There you go. It's now installed. I just have to do it on the other side, and then I can give these a test. So one of the things I've noticed that's different is I have my headlights on, and previously with the P10s, when their fans came on, I could not hear them. These are definitely noticeable. If you have a quiet car, that might be an issue. I know that some people have problems hearing the fans when these kick on. On this car, I'm not going to hear them anyway. I got a 3-inch exhaust on this with a upgraded downpipe. Some days I can barely hear the radio, so that's not a concern for me, but it might be a concern for you, and if it is, you might want to keep that in mind. So the installation on those is pretty straightforward. It's a simple remove and replace, like I told you. Now, unfortunately, I can't test them for brightness yet because, as you can see, it is a bright, clear, sunny day, so I'm going to have to wait till this evening to get some footage, and that will probably be in the next shot, because through the magic of editing, it'll be as simple as me snapping my fingers. Okay guys, as you can see, I am in the garage. It has finally got dark enough outside for me to come out and do the comparison test. So I am going to mount the camera in the car, take the car for a drive, and then give you guys my feedback while I'm driving it, but kind of like what I did in the other video. And I will also try to drive the same route that I did the last time. There's been some construction around here, so I don't know if all the roads are available. So let's get started. So make sure that my fog lights are off, and this is just going to be these P20 LED headlight bulbs. And I can tell you just from the initial kind of feedback, these headlights are actually a little bit brighter than the P10s. My cutoff with the P10s was it wasn't very sharp, and I'm looking at it now, my cutoff looks to be very sharp with these. And I'm going to go ahead and get it start driving so we can see what it's like, so I don't have the light from behind. But yeah, the cutoff is perfect. Okay guys, just got back from doing my drive with the new headlights. I am really impressed with them. Like I said, they seem to be a definite improvement over the P10s, and I'm going to go ahead and keep this set on my car, and I'm also probably going to replace the P10s that are down in my fog lights with a set of these as well. Like I said, it's a really nice upgrade, something that you can do to your car that doesn't take a lot of time to do. It's probably like 15-20 minutes tops. And it's a nice little way to do a little bit of personalization on your car if you're new to the modding scene.
And that is a wrap. Now, anytime you do anything with your headlights, please, please, please take the time to ensure that your headlights are aimed properly. The last thing you want to do is blind oncoming traffic with these now much brighter than halogen bulbs. And if you have never done that process before, I will leave links down in the description to some detailed instructions showing you exactly how to do that. And I also want to take the time right now to give a big thanks to Auxbeam for sending me a set of these P20 bulbs so I can make a review video for you all, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did and you learned something today, make sure to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash subscribe as well. I have some massive news on the front of upcoming projects that will be happening on this channel. So, it's a beautiful day outside. I have a lot of things that I need to get to, a lot of projects to get started, a lot of videos to make. So, I hope you all are enjoying your day. I hope you all are enjoying this nice springtime weather, and I will see you guys on the next one.